All right, dropping another video. And for today, what I want to talk about is three different levels of personalization. And personally, I am a huge fan of personalization. And especially when it comes to cold outreach like email and LinkedIn, you want to personalize every message that goes out because this tells your customer that I actually build a product or a service around you. This is for you, right? So when they read that message, they don't think, wow, I'm just another victim of a mass cold outreach, right? So for today, I want to give you an example and I want to give you three different levels of personalization. So let's get right into it. Now, let's say you have a product or service that can get your prospect more customer attention, right? Whether you run a marketing agency or you have a software that can do that, whatever. Here are three ways that you can do it. So, first way, what you can do is based on the company data. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to hop into another table. I'm going to hop to a Clay table. Now, let's say you want to reach out to two prospects, like one from Epic Game, one from Nike, and you get the email. I'm not going to walk you through how Clay works because I have like another mini course that you can check out. But let's say you got the email. First thing what you want to do is add some enrichment. So let's get some company enrichment. Boom. Where is it? Enrich company. There you go. Email. Save document. I should just run that. It's a bad habit. I like to save and don't run. I just click on run itself. All right, let's wait for a few seconds for it to load. All right, so now in Clay, you are able to enrich the company, and here it's gonna tell you a bunch of stuff like employees and domains and website, maybe some description too. I think in here there should be there you go, specialty. So this is essentially the industry, right? So the first level of personalization is you can enrich the company data and personalize based on the data that you can find. So instead of saying something like, I can get you more customer attention, you can say something like, let me copy and paste. I can get you more customer attentions in the industry space, right? So when you are reaching out to somebody from Nike, you would say something like, hey, I can get you more customer attention in the retail space, in the technology space, in the apparel space, right? If you were reaching out to somebody from Epic Game, you can say something like, hey, I can get you more customer attention from the, I guess, like gaming space, right? Even if they even have that on here. So you can do that. So the first level is you can do that based on the company data. Now, onto the second level. Now things it's gonna get a little bit more interesting. What you can do is personalize that using, one sec, boom, GPT. Yes, you can use OpenAI to actually help you personalize your message. So what I want to do is I just enrich the company and let me just do this. I want to get that company's website. Let's just do Nike.com. There you go. So in Clay, what I am going to do is call this thing called Glagen. And as a matter of fact, I have a prompt that I wrote beforehand. So if you don't know about Glagen, again, I have a full Clay beginner course that I walk you through all the beginner things that Clay has to offer and you can learn from it. But essentially, Glagen is an AI web scraper. So here, what I am telling it to do is browse this company website and just return like 3 to 4 words describing who they sell to, right? So let's see what I get. And website, there you go. So I'm gonna browse Epic Game and Nike. And what AI is going to do is, actually, one sec, that is a lot of credit. Let's use, no, let's do mini. There you go. Now we use my key. save and run. All right, can rename this column, put it GPT consumer. There you go. Right. So what GPT is doing is it is browsing the company's website and it does some kind of research on the company, and it will output the type of consumers that they are selling to. So here you can see that, I don't know what's taking forever, but you can see that Nike is selling to athletes. So when it comes to personalization, I can say something like, I can get you, oh, this is getting a lot bigger. Let me do this. There you go. No, I don't want that. Boom, here you go. So what I can say is I can get you more, delete all that, GPT, consumer. There you go. So now basically when you send these outreach messages, it's gonna say something like, I can get you more athletes attention, right? So instead of sending out like a generic email, now you're getting to the nitty-gritty, and when you reach out to someone from Nike, like a VP of marketing, you can actually say that I build this product specifically so that you can get attention from athletes, right? So that is the level 2 that you can do. Now obviously GPT is a little bit weird sometimes, like it outputs something like gamers, developers, and things like that. So it all boils down to you have to make sure that your prompt is good enough so that it doesn't output something like weird like this, right? Okay, so that is the second level of personalization. Now, you might have heard there's a lot of AI agent and AI SDR and stuff out there, right? And I am pretty sure going into 2025, 2026, there will be a lot more coming out. But my favorite AI agent up to date is called Octave. Now, I'm not going to walk you through what Octave does and things like that because it is going to be a learning curve, and it's a lot of stuff going on in Octave. But essentially, how Octave works is you're going to create a playbook and a library. Essentially, you're going to talk about what you sell, right? Whether it's a product or a service, you're going to talk about I sell this, XYZ, this is my value proposition. And in Octave, it will auto-generate all the ICP who could be a good fit for your company. And then when you write the copy, all you have to do is write the copy once, and then it will map the personalization based on the prospect that you are reaching out to, right? That sounds a little complicated. Let me show you an example. Now, I just created an agent in Octave and I give it like a really short prompt, right? So something like, hey, you run an ad agency, you're drafting a 1 email sentence copy. So start a sentence with, I can get you more attentions, and end with the type of the user or consumer that their company is selling to, right? So I give it a little prompt. You can pause the video and watch it yourself. And then what I do is I give it 2 examples, right? So I can get you more attention from CEOs at early stage companies, right? Let's say you sell, like an advertisement service, and you're reaching out to, I don't know, like companies who sell finance software to CEO at early stage companies. So you want to say something like that, right? Or let's say you're reaching out to somebody who has a software who sell to retired doctors. So you want to say something along the line that I can get you more attention from retired doctors, right? So got that agent all configured, click on save agent, and I'm going to create an API key. I already have an API key. Perfect. So going back to my clay table, what I am going to do is type in Octave content agent. You don't need the LinkedIn profile. Apply template. There you go. Actually, I'm going to grab that API key. A little advanced clay stuff, but once again, I do have a clay course. So if you check in my channel somewhere, there should be a little mini course that you can check it out. How to use API and things like that. All right. So I am now going to call Octave API. Just gonna hit run and see where it goes. All right, so now we're getting 200, getting something. Let's see what we got. So what Octave does is basically, look at my prompt, and it looks at my sample. Now, based on the prompt and based on the example, since I am reaching out to someone from Nike or someone from Epic Game, it's going to help me personalize the message based on the prompt that I give it, right? So here, basically it's saying, I can get you more attention from active athletes and fitness-focused shopper. That's awesome. I can get you more attention from game developers because I am reaching out to somebody from Epic Games, right? So that is the third way of personalization. Why I like this is now I don't have to essentially use all this like crazy variables and things like that. I just need to prompt it once and it will do the rest for me. There you go. 3 levels of different personalization. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something new, and see you in the next one.